think that means we're going.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah. What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
Good to see you again.
Yeah, man, it's been a little bit.
Yeah, I guess it's been like a month now. You're in New York, right?
Yeah, back in New York.
Sweet, sweet. Well, my
Oh,
name's
you got a New York hat on.
I do, bro. I do. I have a
Very
New York.
topical.
Yeah, I know. I figured before this call I was gonna I actually ordered it for this call, just to make you happy and that kind of thing. Wait,
It's very sweet of you.
you're wearing the hat that I wore in the video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So funny story about a little quick side note about the music video is I wanted to wear like a hat that gave me like the sailor vibe, and I was flying into LA, so I didn't bring all the stuff I really needed like I should have. And Adam here had this hat, and I was like, dude, can I wear that? So I ended up wearing that in the video, which is pretty sick.
And I was like, dude, it's a little sweaty. Are you sure you want it?
Yeah, it was a little sweaty, but hey, it worked out. Um, yeah, dude, I'm so excited that the video is coming out. It's gonna be freaking sick. I'm really, really pumped. Um, so I feel like we're gonna like answer some questions that we got on Instagram, Q&A type stuff. And yeah, we can kind of go through that, talk about the video a little bit. Yeah,
Sweet. Yeah, let's do it.
okay. So I have the questions pulled up here. So one of them, the first one was from Ashley. Um, what was your inspiration for the music video? That's a good one. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of, yeah, do you want to start?
Sure, yeah. Caleb had sent me his album and I was listening through a bunch of the songs, just trying to um feel out which one I thought kind of spoke to me visually. And when I listened to this one, it was still very much a demo, but I kind of felt this like storyline just coming out from the lyrics itself. And and then I just had this idea of Caleb being like a vagabond, a traveler, and I started thinking about this a sailboat and just all these different ideas to kind of like I don't know explore a different world that we haven't explored with Caleb before. And yeah, so then I started thinking about relationships and kind of what the story was telling. I kind of thought that the lyrics told such a beautiful story, and honestly, a piece of advice that we should all take in, which is like appreciating the now and what's present around us, whether that is in a relationship or just in your life in general. So
Totally.
that was a lot of what was like behind it for me.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I remember you calling me and being like, I mean, you always have the best creative direction and vision, but I remember you calling me and being like, dude, question, and I was like, what? And you were like, do you get seasick? I was like, well, I guess that's how the vision started in a sense. Um, yeah, and I think that like originally the vision kind of was to tell a story. Um, like this song is, it's about this relationship or something in your life that you're in and you're devoted to, but is bound to end, and there's not much you can do about it. And it's kind of the idea of like, I just want to hold on. I want to be in this moment for now because I don't want to. I can't even imagine what the pain that's gonna come when it is over or whatever. And we wanted to depict that in some way. And honestly, I love like trying to come up with a creative vision for myself. But I will say hats off to Adam because this was mostly you, in the sense of finding how we do that. I kind of had an idea of what we wanted to say, but how to say it was definitely Adam. So he's the mastermind behind this for sure. But yeah, and it ended. I mean, it ended up being a perfect display of that message we were trying to get across. So I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, and it was really fun too.
It was really fun. Yeah. Yeah, dude. It was yeah, I mean, being on the boat, like I had never been on a sailboat until I mean, I've been on a cruise, which is so different because like a small boat is just like rocking the whole time. And I mean, I think I went through almost 2 bottles of Dramamine. So
Dude,
I
you
don't.
remember at the beginning we were like joking about like making content around the idea of like you possibly getting seasick, and we were kind of like, oh, like if you don't get seasick, we'll just pretend and then it'll be funny and all this different
Yeah,
stuff. And then you actually got seasick.
yeah.
I
What
kept looking
happened
at you. I was
was,
like, Caleb doesn't look good. He
I
looks really
know. I
quiet
was
right
I
now.
was I was so fine. I was doing great. And then it was midway through the shoot and we're on the boat and it's time to change clothes into a new outfit and I'm like, "All right, yeah, yeah." Did not think about it and I go downstairs into the like cabin of the boat to where they always say that's the part you get sick in because you can't see the ocean, you can't. And I'm just changing. Like I genuinely had no like cuz a lot of people I feel like psych themselves out to get sick and
Yeah.
I genuinely just had no clue. Like I was just changing and all of a sudden like the boat hits a wave and I like hit the wall for a minute as I'm putting my pants on. And then I'm like, "Oh, that wasn't fun." And then I rock again against the bed and I'm like, "Oh, wait. Like this could go really wrong right now." That my head starts spinning and I'm like, "Oh gosh, I got to get out right now." So I like run up there and I'm
But
just
then
sitting
it's too
there.
late. Like you've
Oh, it's too late.
already
You're
started to lose
already
the motion.
started, and then your mind is telling you that you're sick. It's a spiral. But luckily, a Dramamine and like 2 or 3 protein bars and some water really it got me through it. I wouldn't say it fixed it, but it definitely got me through it. So
Dude, and it was so funny because Sam, the actress that we worked with on this shoot, she I was kind of like, "Hey, are you comfortable on boats and stuff?" And she was like, "Yeah, like I mean, I haven't been on a lot of boats, but I think I'm pretty good."
yeah,
Um, and which kind of makes me believe like maybe she isn't sure
yeah,
how like good she is on a boat. Like I grew up on boats, so I feel really comfortable, but
yeah.
I just kept telling her like don't stay below too much and all this stuff, but she was just like hanging out below.
Oh yeah,
She'd
she
be
was
like
on her.
on her
This girl was
phone.
on her phone in the bottom of the boat. I'm like, how
And I
is
was like,
she?
"Sam, are you doing all right?" And she's like, "I feel great. Like honestly, I feel the best I've felt in a while." I was like, "That's
Yeah. She
crazy."
was sitting down there because she was cold. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it
I
was
wish
kind of
I was
like
cold,
windy.
dude. I can't even feel cold. I just feel sick.
She's meant for a boat. Like I
Yeah,
think
dude.
she might need
She's
to live on a boat.
honestly, dude. No, but it was really fun. So okay, next, how did the two of you meet, and how many projects have you worked on together? And that is Thomas. How did the two of you meet, and how many projects have you worked on together? I guess I can start with this one.
Yeah.
So my manager, as some of you know, Russell, good old Russ. He knows Adam. He knew you before I knew you. Um, and I mean, you can kind of elaborate on the way you guys met, but basically it was like, look, man, you kind of came to me and was like, hey, man, like, there's this guy that's just super, super talented, and like he could really help us create like this vision for like this album in general. So it was really like before the album, but really before the album even kind of came into place. That basically we hopped on some Zoom calls and that kind of thing, and then randomly we were like, yeah, like, can you come to Nashville and stay with Caleb for a few days and get some content for a little bit better? And you did, came and did that video with me and Rosie side by side, which you did that kind of remotely, which is really cool. Um, and then from there, it was like not even like a couple months later, you actually flew into my hometown in North
Yeah.
Carolina and stayed at my parents' house for like 3 days. I had met you once before, really, and yeah, and just like filmed and hung out with my family for 3 days, which props to you. I don't know how you were able to
I
make
met your entire family.
yeah, yeah, dude. It wasn't just like coming home to see like my immediate family. For some reason, there was like family reunions and baby showers and all this stuff. Dude. Not a baby shower for me, my sister, but just want to put that out there. But yeah, it was really cool though. I feel like it kind of gave us time to really get comfortable with each other and kind of learn who we are, and it really, I think, helped the creative process. And we've done a little bit better, Clonopin, and now there's this. We've done a lot of all the short form content, the little vlogs, the back home stuff. Adam's crushed all of it. So
Cover arts,
cover art,
lyric
yeah,
videos.
yeah,
Dude, it's like I think it was like 2 years ago, actually, we I did something for you, but I didn't
that's
know
right.
who you were
That's
really.
right. Yeah, that's right.
It was
Yeah,
just a
yeah, yeah.
random thing that Kale or Russ had hit me up and he was like, "Will you do this visualizer for us?
What was that? I
Caleb
can't
has this
remember.
idea." It was like an idea of like a rose burning or something, a
Holy
flower
cow!
burning.
So if yeah, so you did Where Do We Go From Here? The cover art and that
Yeah, I guess
visualizer
so.
for that.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't know how to burn a rose.
Yeah, dude,
And I almost set off like this smoke alarm. It was very intense.
that is nuts. Oh, it turned out great. And I mean, if you're watching this, a lot of people that have been following me knows that song, so they'll be able to remember, I guess, that visualizer. So Adam did that too. I actually had no idea that was you.
Dude, and when Russ approached me about creative directing for you, I didn't tie it back together until
Yeah.
I think I searched maybe your name on YouTube to see what some of your older YouTube videos, because like we had talked and you were like, I really love music videos. And I was like, hell yeah, me too. Like I
Yeah.
think that's awesome. And so I looked up some of your older stuff and I was like, wait a second, I did
Yeah.
this.
That's
And I kind of
that's so
forgot, I
cool.
guess. And it was, during COVID, I think. So I think it's just kind of becomes a blur, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's actually wild, dude. I actually had no idea. Yeah. So I think we have a few more questions here. If you want to go through them, what is your favorite part about making music videos? And this is from Madison. Do you want to go? You want to start with this?
Yeah, I love music videos because it gives you this ability to tell a story completely through like visual language rather than dialogue. So it kind of gives you like this as long as the song is good.
Yeah.
That's why it's important to work with good artists.
Yeah.
You kind of can instill some extra emotion because the score of like the visual, the sound behind it then takes like the forefront, so you can kind of use that as like the guiding principle. So then the music video, you kind of can take a lot more bigger swings in the visual space. You can um, break some more traditional rules while you're telling, I think, the story, because you have the lyrics or the song itself, that like sonically, to tell some of the emotions or just some of the storyline.
Totally. Yeah. 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 I think I guess my favorite part about the music video process, and like you said earlier, I've always loved. I know some artists love them, some artists hate them. It's kind of I've met artists where it's kind of like one of those things where they're like, you know what, I love making the music, and I'll let my team handle the videos and whatever, and that's totally fine. But for some reason, from the jump, I think it's honestly like even going back to being a kid, I used to like make movies and like joke around with like friends, and it was actually like not even a joke though. Like I would like truly think that like, oh, these movies were like really good, like these little homemade films on this camera I got, and like trying to like act and stuff. So I've always been really interested in like acting and creating a visual story, along with like of course the music sides too. So just telling a story in really any facet. But I think definitely the most my favorite part is actually being in the videos and making and going through these scenes. I really enjoyed this video just because I get to act a little bit. I don't know how good it it turns out
Oh,
for
you did
me.
great. You're so good.
Thanks, man. But I really enjoyed like getting to embody a character and actually like have a even some dialogue in there, which is really cool, which I've never done before. Um, so definitely watch till the end of the video. It's a really cool opportunity and chance to kind of see the story kind of really come to life with like a dialogue. very movie cinematic style. So that's definitely has to be my favorite part of it. It's just every scene that we do, I'm like extremely locked in, and I just love the process of making it and trying to embody the the character that I'm playing, right? Whether that's really real to me or really just, it's a different person, like I love to try to um, play that role really well. So
Yeah, dude, it's fun. It's
it
just
is,
so much fun.
it is so fun, dude. We have a blast every time. And for this video
Yeah, we've done some
specifically,
fun ones.
we really have, bro. I mean, Clonopin was really fun too. Even a little bit better. It was just me and you, like, but it was still like
Yeah.
fun and
Yeah, I was like, get
chill.
up in that tree.
Yeah, yeah. I was,
I was
I
like, are
was,
you comfortable? And
I
you're like,
was
not really.
not really. We had to put a like a butt pad under me on the tree because it's like a there was like this stick, almost like this lump sticking out of the tree that my butt was on. It was
Yeah.
just like super uncomfortable, and I had to be up there for a while taking different takes. So I was like, yo, like I think I have this like butt pad in my car for some reason. I don't know why I do. I can't even remember why I had it, but I think it was from like a elderly family member that was riding in my car that left it. But I had a butt pad and I put it under my butt on the tree and like sat back, and we had to hide it. You were like tucking it in. You barely knew me. You're like tucking it in under my butt.
Yeah, I'm like,
And I'm like,
can I
oh,
reach?
oh,
Can I
oh,
reach
thanks.
around?
Thanks, man. But no, it was it's been really fun. I feel like every video, but this one especially was just like a really, really fun time. Like being on a boat and just being where we were too, like just beautiful everywhere we
Oh,
went.
so beautiful.
So
And
freaking
having like an actress to work alongside of, so like you weren't
yeah.
just alone on in the frame, like you had somebody to
Yeah.
play off of.
Yeah, and
And
Sam
Sam was
was
great, you know.
incredible. You're gonna see her in the video, and she was truly. I mean, she's truly the talent um, behind this, in the sense that she helped me so much too because it was my first time kind of acting, I guess, officially. And she was just incredible. She was like, you know what, just like don't think about the lines so much, just follow my lead. Say what comes to your mind, and that really helped me kind of get in that world and that space. And she made me feel comfortable, and she's truly the best. So props to her for sure. We got like two more, I think, but this one's good. Uh, Tell us a funny story about making the Strangers Yet video. And I actually don't know, I don't want to mispronounce the name. So you know who you are, but tell us a funny story about making the Strangers.
Uh,
Sorry.
did I lose you? You back?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. Tell us a funny story about making the Strangers Yet video.
Do you have something?
I mean, yeah, the one thing that comes to my mind is definitely me falling asleep.
Oh yeah.
I took a lot of Dramamine trying to prepare, and this was before the boat even started moving. I didn't really realize we were going to be like working on the boat without it moving for half the day. So I was like, all psyched up on the Dramamine and whatever. And if you've ever taken Dramamine, it does make you a little sleepy if you're not like in the process of moving and stuff. So I'm just chilling, and we're in between scenes, and someone's like, "Yo, like, Caleb, you can hang for just a bit. We're getting some shots with Sam." I was like, "All right, yeah, yeah, sure." I'm on my phone, and dude, I honestly blacked out. Like next thing I know, like it's literally like I'm being woken up. It's like I was out, like on the boat, on the couch, just asleep. And I think you actually used it for a scene.
Yeah, yeah. We were setting up for this shot, uh, and I look over and I was like, "Oh, Caleb's asleep." And I was like, "Actually, it kind of works in frame, and it kind of makes sense for this story." So I was
Yeah.
like, "All right, like, I hope he doesn't wake up. We'll just like shoot it as is."
Dude, I was not waking up, I can tell you that. Dude, that's nuts. I think that was like really one of the funniest definitely moments on the just looking back on it, unless you have something else too, but
Um, I mean, just I think just being on the water itself was. I mean, some of it was fun
The
just
drone,
in
the
general, then
drone,
the drone was pretty funny.
the drone was funny, dude. That was funny. Trying to get that thing in the air while the boat's moving, and dude, that
Oh,
was
dude, landing it was probably funny for everybody else except for me. I was so stressed out. The
yeah,
boat's going this way, the drone wants to go this way, the wind's
yeah,
going this way. Everything's dependent on the wind because you have the sail up, you have the drone fighting against it, and I'm like, I don't
yeah,
want to chop off anybody's fingers.
yeah, yeah. It was, dude. I was sitting there being like, "Ah, he's got it,"
Oh my
and you're
god.
like over there just locked in. No, it was very funny. I think the last question is maybe a question that you got on your
Yeah.
socials. How
Um,
I can read it. You can
okay.
give me the name, but how did the contained setting of the sailboat impact your creative decisions? And that was
That's
from
from Maeve.
Maeve. Cool.
Um, that's a fun question.
It is.
Kind of
Yeah.
a filmmaking question, I
hmm
guess.
I'll let you take this.
Uh, so yeah, it's interesting. Like when you're in such a small space, the boat is like 38 feet long, but it doesn't feel that way when you're in it. It feels very, very tight.
Yeah.
And when you have a camera and crew than two people acting, there's not a lot of space for things to go. There's not a lot of like space to even put the camera. So like you may have a really beautiful shot in mind. This might be a very beautiful space right here, but there's not enough space to put the camera.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we had to make a lot of decisions just on like what size camera we were going to use, but also we had to think about okay, so like how, and especially in a music video where you're trying to tell the story completely through visual cues and composition. So a lot of the time, because we didn't do a dialogue piece until the very end of the music video, so everything in between had to be told through like where our framing was and where the actors were.
Yeah.
In a small space, it's really hard to like you don't have as many options. So you have to be very creatively thinking about where everybody's going to be, how somebody appears in frame, how they leave frame. And
Totally.
I think that was like I think the biggest like challenge, but also like fun part because I
Yeah.
love the blocking of a scene. So it was fun to be like, okay, if we put Sam right here and then Caleb in the background, and it feels detached or whatever, whatever we were trying to convey for the thing is. But it was difficult because like sometimes it'd just be like, yeah, I mean, there's a wall right here. There's
Yeah.
that the outside, that's water. Like we can't
Yeah.
do anything about it.
Yeah. 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 I feel like there was a lot of that. Just like working around, even like the dialogue scene too, with like
Oh yeah, that
the,
was
the,
tough.
the creaking boards and the mic only being in one spot made it tough to cover that whole, like get, Sam and me who were in different spots on the boat, get the audio synced up and all that.
And
So,
there's like this one floorboard that's super creaky, like
yeah,
so loud. And I'm like, all right,
yeah,
so like as we walk through this, you have to avoid that as you're saying, like, or if you're gonna hit it, then you have to wait to say your
yeah,
line, which is what we ended up doing was like always waiting until we knew that we were in and it was a
got
one
it.
take, so it was like
Yeah,
three
yeah,
and a half minutes almost of like us doing this delicate dance where the camera operator is avoiding the creaky, floorboards, and you guys are waiting to deliver your lines based on like when there isn't. It was fun,
yeah,
but it was like
yeah.
hectic and stressful, and I'm sure tough for somebody who's like first time doing dialogue like that for you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was. I was just following you guys. I think that's what made it easy is you guys weren't stressed out, so it definitely helped me. And but that floor that one board was definitely like unavoidable. I
Right
tried
where you
different
were stepping every
yeah
time
at
too.
different spots each time, and I was wearing socks and everything, trying to like, and it was just like every time.
It
But
was louder than
it
that.
was. Oh yeah, I can't do it. But yeah, I mean, honestly, bro, like it was just overall like went so smoothly though. Like for a music video that honestly like we had a vision for, but like a lot of it was like, you know what, we're gonna go on the fly and make stuff happen. It went so well, and you really just crushed the direction of it, and so when you guys listen to it and watch it, um, you guys are gonna see like some crazy visuals and some really cool stuff that honestly I've never even like remotely been able to envision myself. So that's what Adam's so good at, and I appreciate you, dude. I'm really pumped for people to see this.
Me too, man. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm really proud of it. It was a lot of fun to make too.
Totally, totally. Well, yeah, I guess we covered the questions. Everyone, stay for the video, watch it. I really hope you enjoy it. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Um, yeah, we'll keep working together. So this is just the beginning.
That's awesome. Yeah, stick around. Watch Caleb's acting debut.
That's it. Yeah, right. All right, bro. Thanks so much, dude. I'll see you soon.
All right, see you, man.
Peace, man.